Science. Growing up in Germany, my favorite place to be was science class. So I hope you don't mind if I take us back there today just for a few moments. Because in the age of climate change, where we're faced with massive planetary challenges, we forget that much of Earth really runs on tiny, cell-sized systems. And it turns out that one of the ways we can solve our big challenges is to do what we learned in science class. That is to take out our microscopes and zoom way, way in. But let's start big. Every day on this Earth, we need food for 8 billion people. We grow most of that food using fertilizer, a lot of fertilizer. In fact, without it, we wouldn't have enough food for 4 billion people. Fertilizer is critical, not optional. If we zoom to the human scale, farmers have to apply over 100 pounds of fertilizer every year to grow just one crop on just 1 acre. And here's something you might not have known. Manufacturing and applying fertilizer around the world leads to the same carbon equivalent emissions as all the cars in the United States. And it's primarily because we use fossil fuels, oil and gas, to manufacture the largest component of fertilizer, which is ammonia. Your lunch today was grown with fossil fuel-based ammonia. How can we do better? I started thinking about this problem for 2 reasons. One, I've always been fascinated by using science to build a better world. And 2, I love plants. Plants are like my pets. My apartment is basically a jungle. So I started thinking about this problem from the perspective of a plant. So join me in zooming in one more time, below the surface. Plant roots help them absorb nutrients from fertilized soil, just like our guts help us absorb nutrients from the food we eat. And just like our guts have a microbiome that is critical to our health, plants are colonized by trillions of bacteria too that are critical to their health. And I think it's here that the solution to sustainable fertilizer resides. If we zoom in one more time, each microbe in the soil does what it does by following its genetic code. But recent advances at Stanford University and my company, Switch Bioworks, have allowed us to reprogram that code so that these microbes now make fertilizer for plants. We manufacture these microbes in powdered form. This ounce has the potential to replace over 100 pounds of fertilizer. And it costs much less to make. This ounce contains about 1 trillion high-tech microbes in a sleeping state. Farmers add water and sow them into the ground as they sow their crops. As plants germinate, these microbes make a home on their roots. And when the time is right, they switch on and start making fertilizer. Zooming back out, our big problems are only getting bigger. There will be more people on this earth. We will need more food, and we have to grow that food more sustainably. With the help of Switch microbes, every farmer's field can become a clean fertilizer factory, no fossil fuels required. All of us in this room are working on really impactful challenges. My advice is to zoom in. Start small. Start with science. Thank you.